So me and Allie have a almost fell. Me and Allie have a random craving, and hopefully we get it here.
We just drove 30 minutes on a Sunday at like 10 o'clock.
Oh my god, it smells good in here. It smells good. Cute, okay. We literally have a whole pot.
I did not come
And I'm
here
about
for
to have
this
a-
at
Right,
all.
like, what
I
did-
came here for dumplings and I have a pot of raw meat and rice.
It's probably gonna be so freaking delicious though.
It is.
And they made us our own little sauce dishes. It was bean paste, chili sauce, and a sweet soy. All I know is I'm excited. Thank you. I'll move this. I'm excited, guys. Check it out. Check it out. Thank you. One eternity later. Hey guys. Welcome back to my channel, y'all. I look like, ooh, but guess what? I'm about to be fine very shortly, so like, don't mind all the oil on my head, how my hair is looking right now. This is how I prep it to get into a nice little bun because my hair is dirty and I'm trying to figure out my next hairstyle, so you guys have to bear with me. But I'm happy. I'm happy that you guys came back and are watching my videos. I appreciate all of the love that I get from my friends and stuff like that. Like, you guys are amazing. But right now, I'm using the Shine and Jam. Because this actually holds my hair pretty well. Like, without it being flaky or anything like that. So I use that on my hair. And I use it on Harper's hair to do it. Excuse me. One moment, please. So, I literally pulled my hair up on my head where I want my bun to go first. Put the Shine and Jam on it. And I brush it all the way up around my head to make sure that everything is, you guys see that? It's hitting the right spots. And then that's when I put the holder on, and then I do my edges lastly. There's hair on there, so ugh. So then I take this little bad boy off. I'll take a comb brush, that's what I call them. Y'all correct me. I don't know what the name of those type of brushes are. Take the comb brush to make sure I don't have any lumps and bumps. And then I get it, obviously, as tight as I possibly can. Keeping it taut the whole time so that I don't end up with any craziness. Then I go back in with the Shine and Jam that I clearly just put up for no reason. Like, what are you doing? And I put it in the front where I see I could use a little work. And now I officially look like a cockatoo. But, you know, that's great. That's great. I'm going to take my edge control. This one is the edge effect. There we go. Edge effect. Now let's put it all around. Definitely got to hit those sideburns, you feel me? Hit the sideburns with it. And then I bring down my baby hair. Kind of swoop it in there, but not so much. Bring it down in the front. Bring down a little side piece. Swivel that thing. This side piece. Swivel that. Then I take my... See, I'm forgetting what everything is called. But y'all know, y'all done seen these before. If y'all have grown up black and your mom had short hair, which most women did back in the day, you've seen these. Oh! I just tore it. Gotta put on another one. I'll do it from the back this time, since I messed that one up. I think I was being a little too aggressive. But usually, it works pretty well, so I don't know. So we do that, and I let my edges set up while I get ready to do my makeup. My lips are the driest things that have ever been on this earth. So, I'll put a little chapstick on, because it's atrocity. Ooh, Lord. I'm gonna drink some more water. My lips are always informing me that I'm dehydrated. So I'm gonna use the little serum boosters. I'm gonna see what they do. We gonna see what they do here. Before I put on my, ooh, this feels good. I'm gonna I'll let y'all know what this is at the end of this video when I'm editing it, cause by that time I would have worn it already, and you guys will see if I like it or not. It feels divine though. Skin is glowing. I wonder if I should change the position for y'all, because I feel like that looks a type of way. Can you see better? Is that better? I think it's better. Oh, I always forget to do this. I need to wet my beauty blender. Excuse me, guys, while I go do that. Cause, yeah. Let me go clean this beauty blender, and I'll be right back. And I'm back. I did it. I did it, I did it, I did it.
We did it, y'all.
Yeah, I'm trying a whole bunch of new stuff today. Hopefully my makeup doesn't turn out to be trash, because then I'll be very disappointed. I'll be very disappointed. So, it's Tuesday. January the 5th. And this is actually the day that the runoff for the Senate election is happening. And it's Taco Tuesday. So that's what I'm about to do, and that's what I'm getting dressed for. Because me and my friend Allie are gonna go. Me, Allie, and our friend Ashley are gonna go get some tacos and just enjoy each other's company, because it's super important that women fellowship together. Like, I've said that before, but I think I have. Y'all, I have so many videos, to be completely honest. I have filmed so many videos that when I went to edit, I didn't like certain things about, so I didn't put them in. So if you hear me repeating myself, I apologize. Or if you hear me saying, oh, I talked about that and you guys haven't seen it, that is the reason why. It's because it just didn't turn out the way that I wanted it to. But, you know, it is what it is. But I like that I can have conversations with you guys based upon what's going on within, like, my life and my friends' lives and the things that we talk about. Because I think it's really important for, like, all women.
Yes, I was being lazy. I put that directly on my face. Don't judge me.
Or
Judge
somebody
mama.
that they can communicate with about what's going on in the world and blah, blah, blah. So one of the things that we were talking about is prioritizing self-care during this new year. And I mean, I was already kind of big on that. I'm very big on my quiet time. Like, just because I'm free doesn't mean I'm free. I'm not a phone person. I've never really been that type of person anyway. It's been years since I've really been a phone person, so it's kind of hard. As some people will know, it's kind of hard to get me on the phone because I like quiet time so much. Like, I like to reflect on my day. I like to reflect on, like, business ideas, obviously, like things that I have going on right now. And I feel like your quiet time is still it's your time. It doesn't mean that you're not busy. So that to me is really important, and I would say for everybody to prioritize their mental health this year, because even this year there's been so many losses, so many people who are depressed, so many suicidal people, because we're not taking care of ourselves or our mental health in the way that we should. And there's a lot of stressors, natural stressors that we have in our environment now that we have to compensate for. So one of the main things that I was talking to my friend or my sister, one of the two, was that my mouth tastes like perfume. I smell really good, but it tastes gross. Yeah, one of the things that we were saying that people need to realize is that self-care doesn't look the same for everybody. And I'm so, like, I'm over everybody having the cookie cutter way of doing things. Like, the cookie cutter way of being spiritually woke or pretending to be and like things that aren't even in your interest. I think that this year everybody should truly be themselves and do what makes you happy. Like, for instance, you know how you'll watch Instagram and everybody will be like, oh, well, you know, you need to take a bath and just soak, and that's your, you know, your calm or whatever. Now, I will do some spiritual baths, like during the different phases of the moon, just so I can manifest certain things. And I could go into that if you guys want to know about it. But all people don't like baths. Some people don't like baths. And I'm not talking about like showering, y'all. I'm talking about like actually laying in a bath. Because as you know, you can get hot. You start sweating in there. You know that you gotta have to take a shower after it. Like, for some people, a bath may not be relaxing. And like, for instance, for me, like, women are like, oh, well, go get your nails done, go treat yourself, blah, blah, blah. I don't like getting my nails done. Actually, it's very stressful for me because I have very, very small fingers. And half the time they end up cutting me. So it's stressful to me. It's anxiety, you know, inducing to me when I go and get my nails done. It's not a relaxing thing for me. So I know the things that make me happy. I know that I like to shop. That's one of my things. I know that if I'm in a mood, I know where my money is being spent, and like, it's something that I'm working on, but like, I am consumer driven, like, for real. However, I'm just saying that to say everybody knows what, you know, what essentially will make them happy. And you don't have to go off of just what the internet says or what somebody's meme that they post, or you follow a spiritual person on Twitter, you think, you know what I'm saying? Like, find out what makes you you and what makes you happy, because that's the only thing that truly matters. So even if it's something just random, like if you don't like nature, I bet, you know, meditating in the park isn't gonna be very pleasing for you. For me, yeah, it is, but you have to get to know yourself. And I think that's the main goal that I'm trying to impart, is that people need to get to know themselves this year. And last year was necessary. I posted in my stories that I was kind of emotional because I feel like I gained exactly what I was supposed to gain, and everything that happened last year happened for a reason, and I needed it. So I'm not mad at 2020. I wasn't like bashing it like, oh man, fuck 2020, like putting that in my stories and stuff. Like, I actually thought that it wasn't, you know, it was a bad year as far as like what was going on and people losing loved ones and stuff like that. But honestly, I feel like 2020 was a spiritual awakening for everybody. And if you didn't get something out of it, your 2020 is still going to continue. Like, it's not over for you yet. Like 2021, if you didn't get the gist of what was supposed to happen, and you didn't get any type of clarity about where your life needs to go and what you're missing and what's important in life, you're probably still gonna go through it this year, to be completely honest. Like, there's a reason for everything, and I don't believe in coincidences. Never have. Everything that's ever happened to me, I know it happened for a reason. So I don't live in the state of regrets. I literally do not. I don't believe in it, because everybody has choices, and there were choices that I made that led me to where I was. So to be completely honest, I wasn't too mad at 2020, and I'm excited about 2021 just because it felt like it was the beginning of, like, it was a catalyst for change. And I like change. A lot of people don't. And it's scary to folks, but change to me is necessary. Now, there are certain things I don't like to change. Now, I'm not going to sit up here and lie, because I know my mom and my sister and people who know me closely will be like, girl, that's a lie. However, I do like change in certain instances. So let me correct it before I get chewed out by everybody that I love. But yeah, so find out what is your self-care, and really try to learn yourself. And it sounds crazy, and especially if you're younger, like if you're still in your 20s right now, this is gonna be like, oh, okay, they tell you to find yourself, but when it actually happens, it's kind of one of those things. It's like, wow, I really was just kind of just out here in the world doing whatever. Like, bruh, it's real once you know and set your own boundaries, what you want for your life, all types of things. Like, it's a beautiful feeling. So the faster that you can get there, the more introspective that you can be, I suggest it. If you can be emotionally mature so you don't have to go through all the strife that people have to go through to reach their destiny. And I don't appreciate me having eye boogers right now. Like, it's gross. Let me get these together. Ooh, Lord. Lord Jesus, it's a fur. Y'all know my regular one shadow for everything. I swear one day I'm gonna do a shadow tutorial, cause I'm not bad at it. I like the look of the monochromatic. I'm not gonna lie to you, it's kind of my thing. But I'm gonna switch it up one day for y'all. to speed this up because I'm really supposed to be way further along than I am right now. I'm gonna get in trouble. Out and bump on the side of my face is pissing me off. No creases. We don't like them creases. Oh, and I didn't tell y'all how good God is and how many blessings are just being bestowed upon me, and everything that like I was wishing for and manifesting is like really happening. Like legit. I got a amazing camera that was gifted to me, brand new. Thank you. That was gifted to me so I could truly like give you guys the content that you guys deserve, because initially I've been doing all of my videos, I've been doing them all on my phone, even down to the editing. Like, I didn't have my own personal laptop, and I didn't want to put that type of stuff on my work laptop, just obviously for obvious reasons. Like, they don't need to know that. I mean, obviously they could watch my channel if they wanted to, but it's not too many people at my job that know about it, except for a few. Hey girl, you know who you are. But and I was also blessed with a brand new MacBook Air 2020 edition. Like, just blessings on blessings. Like, y'all know how, if you guys don't know about cameras and how much they cost, like, I was just gonna save up for one to possibly, you know, buy it in the future, and it just wasn't kind of like that big of a priority, obviously, when you're a mother and your priorities, even though, you know, it'll be for the betterment of your family and your child and stuff, your stuff has to go on the back burner no matter what. So I was just gonna continue to work off of my phone, even though that it was kind of one of those things that was creating a barrier for me because of the amount of time, the amount of storage space that I needed to have on my phone. So I would have to delete a lot of stuff to do it, so it was like really hindering me from recording. Oh no. Okay, y'all, so I had to switch.
Sorry if you guys can't see any of the physical footage here, but if you can, great. But it wasn't showing on my computer when I was editing, but it will come back, I promise.
She was out of the country, so my friend was letting me use her vlogging camera right now, because it's easier than when you're out, because this is the camera that was gifted to me with like different lenses and everything, but it's easier to carry this when you're out, so it doesn't look so awkward like you carrying around a big camera. So she was letting me use this. I just overheated it though, so that's why there's a little break in it. But I'm about to just do my makeup really fast, and I'm gonna come back and show you guys the finished product, because like I said, I was in a hurry anyway. Now I just gotta put my lips on. filming. It's a look, except for this pimple.
Education based.
Girls
So
night.
cute. And the videos are like 1 minute, and they're gonna pay me $75 per video.
Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Lo here. So I gotta get used to, because I'm talking on the camera now. So this video is kind of gonna be like flipped and reversed. I do want the ladies to stick around. This is gonna be more so for the women today. So guys, I do have some of the vlog in the beginning, but I suggest the ladies stick around for the later part. But I just wanted to say thank you, and welcome back to my channel. And just for you clicking, liking, subscribing, doing anything to show me any support, I hope that the universe returns blessings and abundance to you tenfold. So today, Birdman hand rub, I have a topic for us, but yeah, this is going to be kind of controversial. And honestly, I debated whether I was going to do this video. I went back and forth with myself like a lot, because this could really, if you use it for bad things, then obviously you can't get any blessings out of this. However, I think that there is a way that you can kind of tread a fine line. Now, I wouldn't use these tactics on anybody good, like genuinely good people in your life, people that mean well and all of that. Like, I wouldn't use this on somebody that I necessarily love. But I mean, it is kind of a way to get to that point. Now, my sister made a great point for me, is that obsession is not love. That doesn't automatically mean, like, because someone's obsessed with you, that it is love. I do hope that you can get to that place from here. And I think that women, we need to just kind of come into our power. And all of my videos, I try to talk about like feminine power and how we need to get what we want out of life. So this kind of goes along with it. I was talking to my friends at dinner tonight, and I was like, I don't even know if I should do this. But they're like, no, you need to record it. I think it's a good topic. So yeah, let's just get started. I have some notes because it's a lot. It's a whole lot. But what I'm gonna just say is, number one, do you think that the men have left this video yet? Because I kind of need them to leave. This is our secrets, like women, like this is for us. So if you're a dude, you don't really need to hear this stuff. So just log on off. But my ladies that are still here, I would definitely like, if it would definitely help me if you would like this video and share it with your friends, so that it can get in circulation, get in this algorithm, because I think it's definitely information that women want to hear, and that seems a little taboo. So I didn't want to like put it like in bold letters and stuff like that. Like, I don't want to get haters too soon. It's gonna be too much. This tactic can not only be, you know, with romantic partners, but it could also work in your jobs if you're trying to get a specific job that you've been seeking, any type of thing. So essentially it is a way to get someone to obsess over you. So like I said before, obsess doesn't automatically mean love, ladies. So don't go out here creating all these crazy men, because obsession can be dangerous. So you have to use your judgment, and karma is real. I live by that. I don't do people dirty, because I don't want that to come back on me. Like, all I want is all this positive. Just give me all the positivity. I don't want none of the drama. Like, save that for someone else. So use this for good. Don't come out and say, yeah, Lauren gave me these ideas and now my life is ruined, I have a stalker and stuff. Like, you need to do your due diligence and not go crazy. So I know that, like, I'm definitely, what is going on? Excuse me. All I'm saying is, like, right now I know that I'm waiting for my divine masculine to come in my life, and I know that there's going to be signs and stuff when I'm supposed to move on it. So right now I am in kind of like a state of learning myself, reprogramming my brain from like previous toxic relationships, and I'm doing that so that I can give my all to the person who deserves it. So don't take this video as something that I do to people. Like, I really don't. In some instances, it was things that I was already doing because I read a lot and I'm very cognizant of what's going on. But like some of the stuff, it can come across a little terrible. So don't do that. Don't do that, okay? So, one of the most important things to get somebody to obsess over you is to read, y'all. Read books. Please read books. There's so much information about everything that you've ever wanted to know, need to know, everything. Just really, like, please read and pick up a book, and I promise you, you will not be disappointed. There's such a wealth of knowledge in books. I also do read and watch a lot of videos from like the opposite perspective, like completely polar opposite perspective. And my friends who follow me on IG know, like, I'll be watching videos with pimps in it. I'll be like, I just need to know what the other side of this is, because if you know better, then you can't be surprised by the foolishness that comes across to you. Like, literally, you'll be able to read the signs. So it's more about obtaining information. And one of the videos that I watch, like, a pimp talks about the way that you get power from people is literally by having uncommon information. That is one of your strongest, like, suits, is if you know something that everybody else doesn't, you'll always be putting somebody onto it. They'll always need to be around you. They want to seek your attention, and they want to know what you know, because it's like, hold up, I never knew that. Hold up, what do you mean you know? Everybody, it's human nature for us to like uncommon information, and it makes you seem really, really smart. So if you don't read already, read a book, okay? Like, for real. Watch some videos if you feel like you can't, or get Audible so that you can listen to books in your ear if you just can't stand picking up a copy of a book. But I'm trying to tell you, as these pimps say, the game is sold, not told. But I'm gonna give it to you guys for free.
Only I will give it to you guys for free. Pimps don't do that.
Y'all, I feel so awful saying these things, but it's the truth. So, like I said, read. Did you know that, like, the average person can't even have like a regular conversation that just keeps flowing? And that's what sets people apart, is even if you have like filler information, it still makes you seem smarter. It still makes you more intriguing to a human being, is like just knowing a lot of random information. And you really only get those things from books. So if I can say anything, number one, that is extremely important. So I wanted to give you guys a couple of books if you wanted to check them out, because I think that they make a huge difference. I've read The Art of Seduction, All About Love, How to Make Somebody Obsess Over You. Like, I usually in between like 5 books when I read anything. I'm always just like going back and forth because I don't like to stick on one thing too much. So I've read all of those books just at different times, different moments, just because, like I said, like, it doesn't matter what book you read, as long as you're reading, like, it's important to have a huge array of things in your arsenal. Like, when your library shouldn't just be one thing. You guys shouldn't just be looking up how to catch a man, this, that, and the third. Like, no, make yourself better first so that people want to be around you. It has nothing to do with these self-help books that are like all centered and catered around what men want this. No, be the best version of yourself, and that is how you attract people towards you, is being authentically you. That is one of like the biggest things that I could ever say. Being yourself will always be attractive. I don't care what your personality is. I don't care if it's like borderline on each side, whatever it is. People love when people are themselves and they're authentic about it. It makes you seem more personable. It makes people want to get to know you. So it's definitely one thing that I would love. What am I talking about? See, y'all, I be rambling. But what I got from the book, like All About Love, I liked that book because it talks about everybody's need to be loved. So even like the coldest man, you can get him to obsess over you. It doesn't matter. Like, there are literally people who just seem like, nah, he got all the women, he got this, that, and the third. Like, no, everybody can be seduced. Do not get it twisted. So because we are human, we all crave love. It's in our DNA. When we come out as babies, we're looking at our parents for physical cues that they love us, because we can't understand what they're saying yet, but we know that when they're smiling at us, we know that when they're hugging us, we know that if I'm in the crib crying, mommy's gonna come and she's gonna cuddle me, she's gonna breastfeed me, she's gonna do that. That is how babies get cues of love. And adults are not different. We just we get to a level of consciousness where we feel like, oh no, I don't need another human being. Yes, we do. Don't let modern times fool you. Everybody wants somebody. So all that singleness, no, it's real. We need human contact to be psychologically okay. That's why it's a world full of depressed people, because we need love. So even the coldest dude, he needs it, he craves it. It's just not, you're giving it to him too easy, or he don't have to work for it. There's nothing like, there's a certain cue for every single type of person that you have to pick up on, but it's there. That my point of that is that it's there. So like, that book broke down all different types of love, and I was really interested in that because we all love in different ways. Now that had nothing to do with, oh, let me get the control here, how do I win this person over with this love? No, it's just information. It's something that you know and that you can keep in the back of your mind when you're going through life. So that's definitely one. The Art of Seduction. Now that was an interesting book for sure, because it gave different type of characters in seduction, which the book, I'm not gonna lie to you, that book was like, hey, is this archetype this type of person, and this is how they'll win you over. And I'll just say it was a lot. Hello, Harper.
Hi.
Would you like to say hello to the camera? Okay, but you can't be getting too close to mama's face.
Hi.
Say hi. You have to
Harper had a cold, so I couldn't get too close to her. That's why you see that.
It's nighttime.
Yeah.
Almost time to go to bed. Okay, I'll tuck you in. We'll go tuck you in.
No.
What?
I don't want to get tucked in.
Why not? Okay, I'm back. So we were talking about The Art of Seduction and how that book kind of changed the game for me. So it gave different type of archetypes for seduction and how we could all pretty much fit into any of those types. So for instance, there was one as a siren. I know that you guys have probably all heard of a siren, definitely from like Greek mythology, where the woman she sings a song and it gets the sailors, and they have to plug their ears when they're in the water so that they don't go get drawn in by her, and then she kills them. But yes, that's the technical definition of a siren. However, they gave a great example, or what's the word that I'm looking for? That was the last interruption. My bad. So, this is the definition as stated by the book, which I just love. So, a man is often secretly oppressed by the role that he has to play, always having to be responsible, in control, and rational. The siren is the ultimate fantasy because she offers a total release from the limitations of his life. It just makes such perfect sense, doesn't it? That's what I'm talking about. Feminine freaking energy. An example of a siren is Cleopatra. Think about what she did to Julius Caesar. She had them men turn on each other, and then she rose into power. Like, I'm just saying. Hey, I'm just saying. And then, what was another example? Another example is a charmer. So a charmer is able to seduce their target with seduction that doesn't include sex. So like where Cleopatra was oozing sex, it didn't matter. Like everything that she did was hypersexual, was very feminine, and it attracted a person. A charmer actually uses their intellect or what they know about you to turn the situation or to seduce you. So for instance, where a charmer would literally, instead of taking the focus, they'll push it back and deflect that on you and make you feel like you are the only thing in that room, in the moment, in this time. So making you feel like you're extremely like wanted, and basically they give you like self-esteem boost. So you naturally feel better about yourself when you're around a charmer. This is what I'm talking about, y'all. This is where stuff gets a little sticky, because it seems like, damn, like if that's not really how you feel about a person, you should not do that. Do not do this. Do not screw over good people. Like, and maybe don't even screw over anybody, but just kind of keep stuff in the back of your mind and like what people view as attractive. And that's what I mean by some things I do unconsciously, and that's one of those things. Like it's in my personality to naturally listen to people. I don't like a lot of attention, ever. Attention has never been my thing. So a lot of times people will say, well, damn, Lauren, I just realized I've been talking this whole time. I don't know anything about you. Like, can I know something? Do you have any, like, I just feel like you have secrets. Like, it's a Scorpio thing. It's a natural thing. So I think that somewhere in me a little bit, there's a bit of a charmer over there. And I don't mean to do it. And I've heard it in the past from, you know, a guy or two, like, ooh, you worry me. You kind of slick. Like, you a little charmer. Like, I don't do it on purpose. But if that's something that you would do, that you could see yourself doing, that you would do without any malice or malicious intent behind it, like, then do it. But essentially, the art of seduction has all the different archetypes. It even has it for like for men, of course. So like where the names Casanova came from, Don Juan, why these are actual names and why these are pimps' names, because they use these different tactics because it freaking works on people. Just saying. Like I said, read a book. Also, I would say the other book that I said is How to Make Somebody Obsess Over You. That's literally the name of the book. Basically, they also do provide like the different personality types and how you can gain control over situation. So that book breaks it down to the point where it's like people won't understand why they're obsessed with you. They don't know why they keep coming back to you. They can't pinpoint one thing because you created a level in them. So it breaks it down by like the type of person that you're trying to get to obsess over you. So like a nerdy person, a person who is always in control, a narcissistic person. Yes, you can even seduce a narcissist, which is terrible. Ugh, screw narcissists, honestly. Like, that's a whole nother level of crap that you don't want to deal with. However, say you are in the workplace and you know you have to work with these people, you can make one obsess about you. You can make them do what you want. There's different tactics, but really what you're doing is you're playing off of whatever the person lacks. So your goal is to find out where that person, what is important to them right now. So does the person live in the past, present, or the future? Are all of the good things that's happened in their life, is it in the past? Is it somebody who's like still reliving their high school days because those were their glory days? Or they were really wealthy back then, they had a company, but then they lost it because their wife divorced them, or blah blah. Like, are they living in the past? Are they living in the actual present? Do they talk about what's going on today? Is that what resonates with them? The excitement within the day that they want to live, like, oh, I want to live in the moment. They don't have a lot of excitement at home. They're bored. Their last relationship, the woman didn't want to go out. She didn't want to do anything fun. She wasn't spontaneous. If they act and get excited about in the moment things, then they're living in the present. If they're living in the future, then it means that they haven't yet reached their potential. So if they're always talking about, well, oh, I'm about to start this business, I'm about to start this, I'm about to do this in the future, you know, just give me a couple of months. If they're always talking like that, then you know that they're living in the future. That is where they hope to reach. Like, that's the goals that they hope to reach. So once you figure that out, then you know where the person's weaknesses lie, and you can find out whatever they lack and be that puzzle piece that makes them obsessed. Does that make sense? I really want you guys to comment below to tell me if like this stuff really makes sense to you, but it makes perfect sense to me. So for instance, if you're trying to win over a nerdy guy because you want to try something new, you're sick of the same old type of dudes trying to talk to you. You want the intellectual type of dude. You want the one who likes to have deep conversations with you at night, that doesn't care about your hair being done. He likes you natural. He likes this. You with that guy, you have to know what excites them and what they feel that they lack. Those type of men like to know that they're smarter than you, but just ever so slightly. But they just have to have a little bit of control, because their insecurity is that they have to be smart. Like, their insecurity is that because they're overcompensating for something else that they don't, that they see in other guys, that they're like, well, that's not me, so now I'm gonna, you know, pour myself into these books. I'm gonna be the smartest man that this woman has ever known. So you big that man up, even if you are smarter than him, which could be the case. But I'm just saying, there's certain things that you do. I mean, I could go more into that, but I mean, the nerdy archetype is it. How about the dude who is the control freak? He's the type of person who wants to know everywhere that you're going. He wants to be the one who will tell you what to do and you listen. That type of person, he needs to know that he might be able to control you. You have to let him control the situation every now and then, but then take him completely off of his toes and go left field. He needs to know that you are kind of a what's the word that I'm looking for? Not a loose cannon or anything, but he can just never guess your move, your next move, because at some places you're extremely submissive, you're this, you're that, but in another instance you cannot be controlled. It's all about like balance of power and power dynamics. That's really what obsession is based upon. And I mean, we can go into the archetypes. I wanted to start and put the feelers out here in the video to see if you guys would like me to go and delve further into it. So if you guys want to get a part 2, let me know. I got you. But it's getting a little late here. I had to put my baby to sleep. I'm about to edit this video, upload it for you guys. I'm so happy that you guys stuck around to hear some of the stuff that I have to say. But if you want to know some more, we can keep going. I just need this video to go a little viral. So please like, subscribe, and share. Share is the biggest thing for me right now. So like, please, please. Love you guys.